Hey y'all, back with another video. I'm just out here on the porch getting a little air. And I said, well, go ahead and go and do this video. Because Tony probably be coming in soon. And I don't want to be in the house talking that he come busting in the door and I'm midway between the sentence. But anyway, y'all, thanks for all y'all encouragement and y'all opinions and advice on my last video, telling y'all about the update of me telling him about me leaving, I didn't just come out and say, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. But I told him enough to let him know that we are leaving and I'm not going to raise kids then, which I've mentioned before to you guys, that I mentioned to him before already. And I have, and I'm going to say it again in this video for those of you who never seen it. And if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go go down the rabbit hole, if you will, if you're interested enough to know what it is. Okay, I'm not going to just break it all down in this video. I'm just basically trying to thank all my supporters and to reiterate to anybody who may be confused, I am not a cruel person. I talk my ish and I'm firm. I'm really firm and really straight up with my grandkids. I don't play no games with them. I ain't never been a person to play games with nobody's kids, not even my own when I was raising them. So, but I just wanted to reiterate that I'm not that person. I want to make sure that everybody good, I don't want to see Tony down bad just because he's a liar and a cheater and had some evil times he did and said some things. And I can go on and on. He's been a motherfucker. I ain't gonna even pretend like he wasn't, but I still got compassion for people in general, period, but especially somebody who has been good to me and my grandkids. But I only say that because of the deed, but not the heart behind it. The deed was good, but his heart was not in the right place. And like that, I say all the time. People say this all the time. The devil give you blessings, what appear to be blessings all the while, stabbing you in the back. He was that type of person. Is he changing? I don't know. I can't tell because he's sick. If he was to get back on his feet and his money right, and he, his life is going the way he wanted to go, where he, talk bad about me, but he just be forgiving and think like, well, I understand where she coming from. I don't know how we think, but I know the mindset I know of him to have had. Anytime you call the police on women and call the sheriffs and the police out to serve me and my daughter, and said that my 12-year-old grandson hit you, all lies. He ended up taking it back and said he's dropping the charges or whatever, dropping the case when we went to court on Zoom. But I'll never forget all these things. I'll never forget all those times him, disrespected me in front of my daughter. My daughters and them had to jump on him because he was going all over my face. I'll never forget all those things. Trying to lie and cheat and stuff like that and calling me out my name. I'll never, ever forget them. But at the same time, my heart is not cruel and cold. I will send him groceries if I can. Like if I'm doing my grocery haul thingy, I'll send some right here from Walmart like I do while I'm here. I'll order him some. If he's still cool. If he ain't on that old get you back, you ain't shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Telling lies about me to anybody ever listen. If he just cool and it is what it is, we can stay cool. If he want to let me keep the phone, he can let me keep the phone number. Or he can turn it off and I'll just have the phone and I'll just use around Wi-Fi, I'm not trying to make him no enemy. And I hope he don't try to flip-flop on that shit either. Because as long as he be cool, we going to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we still married. And me trying to go file for a divorce is not in the plan. Not because I want to be married. No, I don't want to be married. But I ain't got the energy for all that. It ain't that serious. I'm not finna be with nobody else. I'm not finna marry nobody else. But God forbid, something happen and I need to come up here to see about him, I will. You know what I'm saying? If I can't, I just ain't and I won't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think like me. They might be like, fuck him, girl. Let him do what he do. However it happen, it happen. I feel that way if that's what he own. That's what I most definitely. I'm like this. If you cool, I'm cool. But if it comes down to it's either you or me, it ain't going to be me. It's going to be you. Because you choosing violence. You choosing trauma. You choosing drama. I'm not choosing it. I'm choosing to be a grown-ass, mature woman. If I could just sit down and tell him everything, I would. But not everybody need to know everything anyway. I don't need him knowing all my steps. I don't know what he might try to do to sabotage. He might be helping. He might be happy as a sissy with a bag of dicks that I'm leaving. I don't know that. And I can't take that chance. But what I will do is ease it on them, tell them a little bit more. Okay, it's 2 days before. I agree with y'all saying tell them 2 days before. I even agree when you say say, I wouldn't tell him shit, just leave. I do, but that's only if, that side kick in. I am taking the chance by telling him so much a little at a time. You know what I'm saying? Because he phony. He could try to put on the face, baby, like it's all good. He understand and shit. He'll turn right around. Right when he at the doctor, he probably been on the phone all day telling his mama, whoever, that I'm leaving. All I did for her, and she gonna just leave me with this bill. She don't pay no bills, stuff like that. But to me, he like, well, if you leave, then I'm just gonna stay in this house. I'm not gonna have nobody else here. I'm not gonna let nobody move in. I don't wanna be bothering nobody. I ain't trying to be in a relationship. My son ain't gotta move. He act like he could just handle it. I know that's bullshit. He always put on fronts and airs, But hey, who knows? Maybe God will turn this thing around where he can work. But I be trying to get him to see the bigger picture. Bigger picture is you're putting off the inevitable. If you cannot financially take it, you need to be preparing, even though you staying, preparing to leave. Preparing for a place for you to go and stacking your money because you know you can't handle this no more. I'm like, how many years you got on the mortgage? I already knew it was a lot of years. He's like about 20. It was a 30-year mortgage. We only been here, since 2018. Y'all do the math. Hello. And he been on forbearances more than he been paying the rent. Because he's a veteran, and that's how he got the house. So, yeah, he has had some lucky breaks and stuff. But we both knew kind of going in. At least I know he most definitely knew, and I guessed. Because I wasn't a part of it. Even though we was married, I wasn't a part of this house thingy, sitting down with the mortgage people and going to the meetings and looking at the house. He even picked the house. He already had 2 houses in mind. He continued that he picked this one. He didn't say which one you want. He didn't. He bought the furniture. He picked out the bedroom set. He picked out the washer and dryer. He ain't asked me shit. So I already knew then that I made a mistake. Even though I knew I made a mistake already at that point. But the more things happened, the more I knew I made a mistake by not vetting him. He could be great for somebody else. He could be great as somebody you just chill, Netflix and chill with if that's what you into, but not as a husband, not as a real partner like that. And he's sweet. He'll give you anything, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, y'all looking for a man. Tony might be the one for you, baby. He might be the one for you if you don't mind an alcoholic. He get himself together. He wasn't like this. He was not this bad of alcohol. He covered it up to make it look sociable. He wasn't junky like this. He wasn't dirty. He would take baths. I don't know if he was just fronting on all that all the time, and he was always so dirty. His mama said he was always dirty like that, though. She said he was just fronting for you. But anyway, y'all, I just want to thank y'all. And if you haven't been checking out my content, I've been posting it all day, all these shorts. I only did like 3 long forms, and I do plan on going live later. Y'all know I can only talk about so much on live because you be in the house. So when y'all ask questions, I got to kind of like beat around the bush and really talk about it. I can't really like, yeah, I told that motherfucker, I ain't said this. I'm only saying that. But for y'all that don't know, I'm playing this for my nephew and his baby mother, girlfriend, baby mom. He don't like when I say girlfriend. He said his kid's mother, because they got their own place. They live in the same place I'm gonna be moving to. She got hers, he got his, I'm gonna have mine, and they just work together, co-parent really well, and they go out and hang out sometime too. So, well, call it what you will, but that's what he said. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. We can talk about that on relationship talk shit. They supposed to come pick my stuff. I told them they gonna have to leave the house by 5 in the morning to get here at 7. They said it's no problem. So I'm figuring that I really feel like they're gonna do it. But as long as their truck don't have no problems, it should go smooth. They get here by 7. We finish loading by 7:30, 7:45. I get in the Uber no later than 8. Get that by 9, 8:45, 9, because there shouldn't be no traffic. And sit there right next to the door we need to go in to actually board the train. Hopefully they'll be able to take our bags. They have enough room for everything, because I'm going to give my daughter one of the TVs. She gonna pick it up. So I'm just gonna take another my big TV. I had 2 big TVs and a small TV. So I'm gonna take the big TV and the small TV and my totes. So everything should be good. Hopefully when I get there, call the lady. She be like, oh yeah, it's ready. It'll be ready on the 30th, like I said, or it's ready now. Come on, move in. And that's what I'm gonna do. So y'all stay tuned for the updates. Thank y'all so much. I got my Walmart wish list, my Amazon wish list. Anybody want it? I'm gonna be posting it more regularly now since we're getting closer to it. But I can always email it to you. So just email me at readyrocks55@gmail.com. Now, scratch that. Let's do Ready Rocks 1966 like I used to do. READIIROXX 1966. I decided not to use that other one no more. I'll tell you about that later.